Hi, you guys. I was just talking and I had my mute on. So I will say hello again. Hi, Bree, April Showers, Angela, Larry, Clueless, Southern Lady, Sassy Melissa. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? How's everyone doing today? Aw, April Showers. Oh boy, there's always so much to talk about here. I have to go through all the buildup of anxiety. Hi, Lavina. Oh, you remind me of Dorothy, Lavina. I just want to say about Dorothy, I'm so pleased with hi Poison. I'm so happy that Dorothy's, healing and on her way to recovery, and we need to all wish her a speedy recovery. I saw the photo of her and wow, that big incision, very large one, but she'll be fine. She's a strong girl. Hi, Bree. Um, yeah, so that's very important, and I'm so glad she's okay. And everybody should send her well wishes and good vibes and prayers, or however you do it. I know she's greatly missed out here from her community. Um, wow. So where do I start? Um, I know there's lot going on with the Zav and Natasha with the autopsy photos and all that. Mm, I have mixed feelings with that. It seems that some people have sympathy and some have empathy. Those are two different things. Sympathy is when you can feel bad for someone. Empathy is when you almost can literally feel what they're going through. Oh, hi, Robbie. Um, so like I honest to God, I see both sides of it. I just do. Hi, Cheryl. I see both sides of it. I know many of you won't agree with me, but that's okay. We're adults, right? We can have discussions respectfully and not bash anyone or go hard at them for their own feelings. I just want to state my feelings about it. And again, I will say I see both sides. Um, I see it from the victim's standpoint, the victim's family. I see it because, to be honest, and that's why I said empathy and sympathy. Yeah, I know. Um, in my opinion, there's people with sympathy who feel bad. However, they cover every little piece of the crime. Robbie, mwah, such a handsome man. Um, so the people with empathy can actually feel what the person's feeling, and I believe that they're taking that standpoint on it. And I can honestly say, if it was me or any of my family members, and I stated this on MKB's the other evening, I would be fucking livid if anyone went near it, touched it, anything. But that's me. And I'm like that with a lot of shit. Like, I don't want anyone even looking at me when there's shit going on in my life. Like, don't even fucking look at me. That's me. However, in my opinion, if you're covering something in depth, there are people that do want to see things. And if the family's asking them to stop, I mean, the damage is it's already done. I don't judge Natasha or Zav. I don't even know Zav. because they strictly have a mind of, in my opinion, they're doing a job. And you guys can't tell me for 1 minute that when you're, I mean, because that's how we found each other, everyone here, is because of true crime. Like, don't we watch stories and we want to know all the details. Aw, Jen, thank you. Hi, Luann. Thank you so much. It's so weird seeing the colors. I'm very grateful. Thank you. But I feel like I understand. I just I understand everybody's view on it. What I don't understand is the disrespect. Aw. I don't understand the disrespect. And yes, I have heard that media outlets have been on this. It's because of the hype. It's the hype of all of it. Now, I did read a couple things and they did not say anything negative. I could be wrong, but from what I saw, there was nothing negative said about Zav or Natasha. It was just covering strictly the controversy. Oh, sorry, MKB. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to let her up. There's my. Hi.
Hello. I was on the phone. I had to take care of something real quick, so
It's okay.
sorry I'm late.
No, you're not late,
Congratulations,
girl.
Jen. You're a membership.
I
That's
know.
awesome. Hey,
Aw,
Sassy Melissa. Hey, Shot of
so
Poison.
cute. You guys are forcing
There's
me
my
to have to come on.
girls.
You guys are forcing me to have to come on here and talk, and it's conquering fears, and it's good. That's healthy to conquer your fears. You know, I've always been private. And like I just said, I don't even like anyone looking at me, talking to me, not unless I know you. But so this is good. It's healthy for me to come out here, and I appreciate you guys so much. But anyway, MKB, I was discussing just the controversy of, the Zav and Natasha, and the people, like I said, that are covering or they're talking about it. They're not talking about it negatively. They're talking about it factually, and they're saying that there's an uproar because there is, and that's a fact. That's a fact, and that's why they're on it. I don't feel, in my opinion, that they're on it because of the situation. Thank you, Lavina. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome,
Oh,
Lavina.
hi, Nikki. Um, I feel like they're talking about it because of the uproar. And I get it. I mean, honestly, I do. I get it from both ways. I get it from the curious minds of a someone who wants to, just all aspects of a case. I get that part. I really do. But again, if it was me or my family, I'd be fucking livid. I can't even tell you enough. So again, that comes back to sympathy and empathy. Some
Hey, Southern
people are.
Lady.
Where's Southern Lady? Hi, Southern Lady.
Hey, Larry.
Oh, Larry, I hope I said hello. I can't remember. Don't get old, you guys. But I mean, in my opinion, again, the uproar is not from the situation. The uproar is brought to light because of there's so much backlash. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Vivian here?
Yes, I
Um,
see her. She said, "What's
oh,
up with Coots?"
hi, Vivian. There you are. So I understand there's differences of opinions, but I don't understand the hate. That I don't get. I really don't. We all have different opinions, and that's what makes the world go around. If we didn't, what would the purpose or point be? We're here to be teachers and students to everyone around us. We live and we learn every day, and we have to respectfully disagree. And even from someone you don't like, you can learn something from. I don't like what's going on. I can't even imagine how these two ladies feel. I also I want to state I want to state that I did hear I heard Mommy Ramblings say that Natasha was showing inappropriate pictures of the autopsy of private parts, and she went on to say that someone was
That
making.
wasn't true.
I know. Let me get there, girl. I ain't as fast as you. I know. And that's not what happened. Like, she just, Mommy Ramblings did not do her due diligence. She wanted to attack, and let's face it, when you don't like someone, you're going to look at the worst. So what she did was she combined Zav
Yeah.
and Natasha together, and I don't know all the details. I can only speak on what I know. And there was a rude, horrible, disgusting comment in Zav's Patreon, whatever chat, wherever she did it. And MKB
Cheryl said
accused,
that Zav lost her picture.
well, that's now, but I'm talking about what
Oh, she just
happened
now lost it from the.
for that. Um, so I'm trying to think. Now I lost my train of thought. Um, so I mean, it's hard. It's hard when emotions are high, and here's Mommy Ramblings furious, and I get it. Like, she's passionate because she lost a child. I get it. But I also, I don't know. I just can see.
Nikki, I know that was sad.
So let me just be clear. That disgusting comment that I don't even want to repeat
That
was
was
not on
disgusting.
Natasha. It was not on Natasha's Patreon when she showed those. She, and I'm not here to defend anyone. I'm just talking about facts. That comment was not there, and that was part of the uproar. Was
Hey,
someone
Green
making
Eyes.
this? Hi, Green Eyes. That was part of the uproar. Was Mommy Ramblings talking about this comment that was in Natasha's Patreon,
Yeah.
and it wasn't there. It was in Zav Girls. So, I mean, you guys, even though your people are, maybe they're doing something similar by putting the pictures out, you can't lump them together and blame them both for individual. You have to separate it, because there's different things going on here. And from what I've heard, I haven't seen, but from what I've heard, Natasha covered, you know, private areas, and she was focused more on the injuries. I don't think with Zav Girl, someone could correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe that she covered anything. I could be wrong if I am. Yeah, I know. And that's another thing, Cheryl, is that we as adults have to decide what we can take in. We have to decide if that's something. I don't think I could see it. I don't know. Maybe it's terrible. And again, I will say, if somebody was even talking about my family member at all, I'd fucking be livid. So if a crime happened, I mean, when it's a crime, it's something that has to be talked about, and it's terrible. It's a terrible thing. Some people are thinking, well, the crime's over. She's caught. She's done. There's nothing to investigate, right? But we do. We keep talking about all these other crimes and murderers, and it lives on. It goes on. We learn. We learn about it. I personally don't feel that this backlash is. I feel bad for the both of them. I really do, and I think that I don't know, just listening to your audience. I mean, that's what it comes down to. They're the reason anyone's here, right? Is because you guys give us the give us the ability to have a voice and talk and speak, and you guys are the only reason that anyone's here. So you have to listen to your audience. However, people jump with words, and you have to stop doing that. Now, I gotta say, I'm not specifically talking about that case. I don't want to. I'm talking about just the outrage from it. But I did notice that MKB was not having a lot in her chat, and then boom, it skyrocketed. And let's face it, anyone with passion that can come out here, and the more you talk, and people love to see a shit show, they like to see passion no matter what it is. If you got passion in your voice, you can have a channel. Fortunately, I'm just a passionate person, but I try to stop and think before I talk. um I feel bad for the family. Again, I can empathize with the family. Oh, MRB. MKB, I'm
I was wondering why
sorry.
you kept saying MKB.
I love you so much.
Blaming it
Just
on
keep
me.
saying your name. I'm sorry. Let me
I'm
correct
over here being
myself.
quiet, and I was like, why should she say MKB?
Aw, well, shut me up. I'm sorry. I apologize. I meant MRB. I should just say Merv because it's easier. But I
You so passionate about bringing me down.
no, I would
Oh, you're
never. I'm so sorry. I apologize, you guys. But did you see what I don't know if you watched her, but I saw, I went in that night. Lacey, Moral Compass would have to post this. Well, I mean, and you're entitled to your opinion, Lacey. And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying is everybody has their own opinion. That's the thing. We all have our own feelings. We're our own individuals. You know what I mean? You see it this way. Again, I always talk about perception. We perceive things differently. We're all individuals. We've been through different life lessons. Of course, someone who's maybe lost a child or has been through something similar is going to be fucking livid, you know? So, and people who haven't maybe been through something like that, they can back up and they're interested in true crime. They can back up and look at it from a different standpoint. Again, I'm sitting here admitting if someone did that to my child, my loved one, my anybody, I'd be fucking pissed. But at the same time, I can understand somebody who's covering a story. I mean, I personally wouldn't do it. I don't want any parts of doing that. But I don't know what to say. I think the backlash, the news, the media, all that kind of stuff that's getting involved, I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell what their stance is, but just from what I've read, it's not because of what was done. It was because of the outrage from the communities. And both creators said that they don't sell the pictures. That's a lie. Wait, what do you mean? This is so weird. Luann, like he always it seems like every time I go live, she subs to me and then she must unsub and then sub again because every time I'm live I see her that she becomes a sub. Lacey, Natasha did not sell them. Okay, hold on. Let's sell them from the file when yeah, you guys be nice though. Be nice. That's what I'm talking about is having respect and being able to get your point across without, yelling. Listen, we can't fight. Oh God, Poison. Okay, let's listen to Poison. I've lost a child and I can say that I can see both sides. Wow. I wouldn't want my child's pics
Boy,
up.
that's not a nice thing to say.
Wait, what happened? I'm trying to listen to Poison. Poison, I have chills. That breaks my heart so much. That breaks my heart so much. Hey, get out of here, girl. No, we don't. Those opinions are not opinions. They're just childish backlash. Did someone get rid of them? I probably
That's
don't even have any
mooah trying to start something.
Yeah, don't be doing that in here. I mean, hello, I'm over here. What? Because she's letting you get out of here. Bye bye, Moy. Here, I'll get rid of her.
Oh Lord.
People don't know what respect is. My God, that's what
People
I'm
come up with
talking
the
about.
darndest thing.
That's literally what I'm talking about, is having a difference of opinion and being able to express it in a respectful way. Like it doesn't even matter. People will not see beyond what they see. They just they want to just yell. And it's like, you're not going to change anything or get anyone to listen to you at all if you come in attacking or demanding or anything like that. She needs jail because of that. Come on. Neither one of them broke the law. This is Yeah, I do. Here. I don't know if I can do it here. Hold on. Give me a minute, then I have to stop talking. Like, why can't people just be respectful and talk about their feelings? Believe me, you get a lot further with kindness than you do attacking, because the minute that somebody starts being disrespectful, like that comment, bye-bye, I don't hear you anymore. You're gone. I will not even entertain anything you say. Yeah, and that's true, Nikki. Jay Lacey, who's Lacey is very angry when it comes, and that's what I'm trying to say, that as well, is take the face away. If it was someone else, I mean, just focus on Zav girl. And why do we have to come with hate? Why hate? Why not make them like, come on, they're put in a position where they almost where you have to protect yourself. Oh, Luann, it's weird. I don't know. It always shows that you like all of a sudden subscribe every time I go live. I don't know. But you're sweet. Thank you. I'm trying to give Angela a wrench. So give me a moment. You can talk if you want.
Yeah, I can't mod if I got to be on my phone to mod, but I would have got them out of here when they first put the comment. I wasn't on my phone though.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give.
In my opinion, I think Andrea and MKB are being biased because you guys just seem to want to get back into Natasha's grace, which is odd because she attacked you guys so horrible.
So we attacked her too, and we're not trying to discuss that. And I'm not up in her good graces. I'm doing me, and I'm sitting here saying I don't agree with what she did.
We made amends too.
So yeah, when you make amends with someone, you don't. Hold on, I'm trying to find Angela. Okay, Angela, I am giving you a wrench. Thank you, I appreciate it. So I don't kiss anyone's ass. Sorry.
Yeah.
Good
try, I need to get on my phone, I guess. They want to be like this.
Like, yeah, that I know. It's like, look at the situation, not who it is. It is hot as fuck. Kelly, oh my flippin' God, it's so hot. It's disgusting. But Vivian doesn't live where it's hot. Not like here. I'm not trying to be rude. I was just stating what I think and see. I don't know what you said, Brenda. What did Brenda say?
Hold on, let me go back. She said, in my opinion, I think Andrea and MKB are being biased because you guys didn't seem to want to get back into Natasha's grace, which is odd because she attacked you guys so horrible.
You know what? Listen, when you move forward from something, you go forward. Now, if the same situations, this is my opinion again. This is my opinion. If you're going forward, you're letting go of everything in the past. However, if it comes up again, something similar to the same reason, whatever was going on in the first place, that's when you can bring those things up again. If they don't, what's the point? We've let bygones be bygones. We've let go of that. What's the point in carrying around? Listen, Natasha is going to stay here. So, I mean, you might as well just accept it, and she's going to do her thing. And there's many people that want her and need her and love her. You don't have to be one of those people, but the fact still remains. There's people that need her. So, nope, I'm not kissing anyone's ass. I don't know what that means, and you can stay here as long as you're being nice. The jail comment won't be accepted. That's ridiculous.
But that's her job. And she didn't make a whole lot of money. She done it on
girl,
Patreon because they give people an option to see what, so she did put it behind a private paywall.
See, and you're saying that, and some
so
people
just make amend with liking. That's what you're saying.
So just make amend with liking if what? If that's wait, what? Yeah. What does liking have to do with Natasha? We're talking about two different people, two different situations. What in the world does one thing have to do with the other? Like, oh my God, I can't. I'm just rambling about the weather, trying to stay in.
Yeah, Kelly.
Because you're respectful,
we just get along.
See, and that's the thing is, look at Kelly being respectful. I take from that she probably doesn't agree with me, but she can be respectful. I just can't don't like me or don't not like me or someone else if they have different thoughts,
and
opinions, and
if she wanted to make money, she would charge more than $3. If she wanted to make money, she would have made more than $3 just to see some photos. That's not trying to put it out there to make money.
But can I see proof of me kissing Natasha's ass? That's funny. I don't kiss anyone's ass. I come up here and I keep it real. It's too exhausting to try to be fake, frankly. Poison, I just, I looked at your comment, I read it, and I know what you've been through, and I'm so sorry. You know what? And we also have to understand.
Or even like did the same thing that Natasha did, but you've been giving them the same grace for exploiting her. Just this boy.
If someone you hate, like Granny or Kim, even did something like Natasha did, you would be giving them the same grace for exploiting. I mean, that's your feelings, and that's
I think most people in true crime, this is what they want.
Yeah. And no, this
a lot of people if they follow true crime, they like seeing this kind of stuff.
I mean, it depends on the whole. Yeah, I'd probably be pissed off because they don't cover true crime, either one of them. So yeah, I'd be pissed. But the fact is that Natasha and Zav, that's what they do out here. Natasha also does drama.
No one exploited anyone.
Of course, you can't listen. If you're going to compare this to that, it better be something that's kind of similar. Those two don't talk about true crime. So yeah, I'd be fucking pissed if they did that. It would be very clear and blatant that they were doing it for money. So that's not what they talk about. I mean, let's face it, we're all responsible for our own actions. If they did wrong, they're going to get what, they deal with the consequences, not us. And it's sad. Hi, Tiffany. It's sad because I feel for the family. I would, to be honest, I'd move out of the fucking country if people were talking about not just my child, but any family member. So I get it. And we cannot agree, but we all have our own consequences if we do something wrong. I don't know. That's my feelings on that. I don't want to keep talking about it. I don't cover true crime, although I look a lot into it. And, I mean, to be honest, cases, I like to look at that stuff. I wouldn't probably of a child, but understanding and, we want to understand. I mean, I can speak for myself. I probably wouldn't look at a
I
child, but
like
I would
looking. I
want.
mean, well, not a real true crime junkie is want to see autopsy photos and stuff.
Yeah, like when I watch true crime, I want to see stuff. Hi, Jilly Bear. Videos. Okay, so here's Jilly Bear. She saw.
Yeah,
She said I watched both of NC's videos. What was shown was like 5 or 7 cropped, redacted pictures. Only hands, forearms, shoulders, one pick of the back of the neck or the back of the head. Only were okay. I don't even want to say that. That's terrible. But yeah, it sounds like she was more
they
focused
showed it
on.
on the news. The same thing.
She was she was focusing. It sounds like on the injuries. She didn't, exploit anything. It was the injuries. I mean that I want to say as far
Yeah,
as
that's
what
all she was focused on, showing the injuries.
the injuries. Now with what Zav did, I've heard that she put just the whole thing out, and then she allowed that person to make that disgusting, horrible comment in her chat, which Natasha's getting accused of, which that's not right. It isn't. And that was a sick comment. I can't even bring myself to
No, they
repeat
shouldn't
it.
be put them together.
Yeah, please don't say it because it makes me ill. But yeah, that's
Case
my
could
thoughts.
always be reopened if they do. They can
That's
always go
right.
back and
Natasha was on panel
she
with
can.
MTV. For the record,
The case is
Natasha just
not
got
closed
here.
ever. Really, she could go.
Cheryl, I was stating I just got there because she said there was people making comments dipping out because they knew she was coming up. Not that I owe you an explanation, Cheryl, but I saw you mention this on MKB's as well. So I will answer you right now. So she said, Andrea, when you said the other night on when Natasha was on panel with MKB, for the record, Natasha, I just got here. That sounded wrong to me. Okay, well, I mean, anything can sound wrong to anyone. I mean, that all I meant, not that I owe an explanation, but all I was saying was I just got here because I just heard her say that people were leaving because she came up or something like that. And I'm like, for the record, I just got here. So I didn't even know what was being talked about. I didn't know anything. I just got there. So if that sounds wrong to you, I'm sorry. But we can only control ourselves and what we do, not anyone else. Unless it's against the law to show them she did nothing wrong. Yeah. Do I feel that a minor's autopsy photo should be allowed in public? No, but yeah, it is allowed. It's allowed, and I mean, they did not break the laws. The bottom line, neither one of them. And oh, don't say that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that's terrible. The comment should have been deleted. Yeah, that comment was in Zav Girls, not Natasha's. And I just can't even. I hope that the parents are just not listening to this. Um, I was gonna say if this was going on in my life,
I do too.
I would leave the country. I would leave the country, but that's how I deal with stuff like that. I run far away, and I mean, unfortunately, with true crime, you can't. The public is on it. Everything, it's like I'm
Hey, can you
caught
hear me,
between.
Andrea?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
You can't
Wait a
hear
minute.
me?
Yeah,
Well,
I hear you.
mine is kept skipping and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I should leave and come back up or something. It keeps skipping.
Am I skipping? The grandmother has released 2 statements. Okay. Well, Bree, I
I don't
believe
know. It's probably on my end.
if I watch, I don't hear anything.
But if you can hear me,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, I hear you. Do you hear me? Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, that's fine.
just wondering if she showed him outside the scene. See, I don't know any of that. I don't know. I didn't look. I'm just talking about the controversy, the news part, and how I would feel. I wouldn't do it. I'd be fucking livid if someone did it to my family. However, if it wasn't my
People want to
family,
learn about the wounds. They want to look at things like that.
yes. And that's the thing is that there's those of us who have that investigative mind. We want to know this stuff. We want to know, we want to see. Um that she will no
Yeah.
longer be what? She will no longer be required. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. She thinks she's hi Hemi. She thinks that she's unstoppable. She named
Hey,
herself after
Hemi.
Natasha.
How are you doing?
She named herself after Natasha, Amber Alerts. Okay, let's switch gears, guys. Let's switch gears. You brought up Amber, so yeah, let's switch gears. Let's talk about Lycan and Amber a little bit here. And listen, just relax, calm down. If we can't control it, we have to let go. We do what we can. If you don't feel it was right, do something in your law to make a difference about releasing about children. I don't know what to say other than that. But I get it. I get it. And I agree with many people all around. Um, all right, I think I've said enough on that. Now, if you guys don't, I'm going to be talking about Lycan and Amber. So,
Tiffany, I think Tiffany's asking. I'm just wondering if she showed when they found inside the suitcase. I guess the avoiding the question means she did. I'm sure the body was. Yeah, they had to get the body out of the suitcase to do the autopsy. So it is the autopsy photos. So she did
yeah,
show the body outside of the suitcase. The
yeah. Well,
wounds. They were showing the wounds on the body. Nothing below the waist down. It was all the chest, arms, the stuff. Nothing bad.
yes, April showers. Yes. Oh, you're so sweet. Yes, we do. We need to take a deep breath.
Yeah.
um, I just, let me just say
But they
before I
played the
start.
same thing on the news.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a lot.
Because I actually went and watched the pictures where they said it was posted on the news, and it was the same pictures are posted. They were posted on the TV screen.
Really?
They might have been a little smaller and a little further out to see, but they're the same pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she handles things classy, in my opinion, as far as that kind of stuff.
Yeah, she does.
So, so, don't ask ridiculous questions comparing Natasha and Zav to Lycan and Jessica and people that don't cover true crime. What if they did that? Would you still be mad, or wouldn't you be mad? Fuck yeah, I'd be mad because they don't even talk about that shit. The one I saw gave me nightmares. Well, I get it, Tiffany, but you didn't have to look. That's the thing. We have to be responsible for. You shouldn't have looked. If you know that triggers and traumatizes you, you shouldn't. Yeah. Listen, I
Yeah,
agree.
she did it behind a Patreon. You had the choice to view it or not view it.
And let me just say this. I mean, this goes so much further than just this, but I don't like the fucking news talking about shootings everywhere because it implants ideas into kids' brains. It gives them big time suggestions how to do it, what to do. But at the same time, people need to be aware. So the bottom line is we're all just different. Sites that were not behind a paywall. I know, but I'm talking about the traumatizing part of it for you. Yeah. But if you know that that kind of stuff hurts you, then protect yourself, Tiffany, you know? I don't know. I'm so tired of the hate and disgust. And it's like anything to just jump on that bandwagon of hate.
Yeah, that's what it is. People are trying to.
You know, and if someone does something wrong, they're gonna suffer their consequences. But they lawfully they did nothing wrong. Morally, if I was the parents, I'd be pissed. I might be I mean, I just would, but they don't look at it that way. They're looking at it from a criminal mind and people that are interested in true crime. Okay, so let me move on. I don't like this. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, let's change the subject.
So, I mean, stop. Like, people need to just stop, think, and then react. Like, think about what you're saying. Do every bit of research you can before you jump ship and just start, you know, bad mouthing someone. Okay, so I am going to play, but with true crime comes a family. Absolutely. That's 1,000% true. They, you know, I can't talk about it anymore. I already said my stance. If you didn't hear, maybe go back and listen. I totally understand I mean, I don't understand firsthand, thank God, but I get it. I get it from both sides. I understand both. All right, so on to the next thing. So I was just going through some videos I had and, you know, thinking about, God, Lycan and Amber. Wow. She's turning more and more self-absorbed. Natasha never ever covered that case.
But now she did.
I'm not talking about that anymore. I'm on to the next thing.
Yeah. We're moved on to the next section of this story.
Yeah, next story. If you want to leave because we're not talking about that anymore, this is your time to leave.
We stated our opinions and we're moving on past that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, best to skip it. Thank you, Tiffany.
So anyways, I was thinking about, you know, some things I've heard Amber and Jamie saying in the past, and you know, they're just the way. Okay, let me just say and then I'll speak on it because I'm kind of stumbling over my words at the moment. I put a little something together, and
Birds of feather, I think you need to go somewhere else.
Yeah, you can time them out. Whoever. Hi, Sunshine. Yeah, we're talking about we're shifting gears here.
Always
gear shift. If you're still talking about that, hop on another channel because I just wanted to get my feelings out in MKBs. Oh, Lavina, yum. Send some over here. Send some to Dorothy. She would probably love a nice home cooked meal. You sound like him. You should think about that. Wait, what? Okay. That sounds so good. Well, it says it in the name, right? Birds of a feather stick together. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to play you guys a little something. And here we go. I don't even remember. Okay.
You know, it's funny, like, you tend to respond to a lot of these idiots out here. And
okay. So listen, so this is Lycan talking to Amber in a disrespectful way. Hi, Debbie. He's talking to her in a disrespectful way. I happened to catch it. I think it was like maybe a week and a half, something like that. I caught him talking to her very disrespectfully, and this just shows the narcissism. So I kind of wanted to show that. And this is what she's okay with.
Hey, Kathy Sada.
Hey, Kathy. All right, here we go.
You know what's funny? Like, you tend to respond to a lot of these idiots out here, and like I could just sum up every argument I would possibly bring to them as just they're an idiot.
Oh yeah.
So he's telling her you respond to all these idiots out here, which I agree. I agree she does that. She writes stories. However, just see where this turns into.
Like they're just dumb. Like maybe dumb. That these other bitches and chats are dumb that you talk about sometimes. I don't know how you first got connected to them, but they're all dumb.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know specifically who you mean, but yeah, I mean a lot of them are.
I don't know how you first got connected to them, but they're all dumb.
I don't know how you first got connected to them, but they're all dumb. Now he's going to be in competition with her, in my opinion, right here on whose people that you don't like are worse. No, I thought this was really fucking funny because he's literally arguing over with her about, well, my people weren't dumb and yours were. How did you hook up with these people? Like he's showing his childish behavior that I'm more valid than you. Okay, that's what I took from this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know specifically who you mean, but yeah, I mean a lot of them are.
Like whoever that cat is, for example, I don't know who that is, but she's dumb. All these bitches, they're dumb. I don't know what to say.
Well, true, but I mean,
I don't know how you first got in contact with them.
Well, I mean, just like you have had, contact with certain people on here.
But there's a difference. There's a difference. Okay, but
there's a difference because they're people he was in contact with, but her people are just dumb. Now you're going to hear an argument here of him saying, my people weren't dumb. They're just crazy or psycho or whatever. It's just funny as fuck, you guys here.
With you a bit, all right? There's a difference. The people that I had conflict with, they're not dumb. They're evil. Okay? There's a difference.
The people that I have contact with are not dumb. They're just evil. But her people were dumb. What the fuck?
They a little, but not as much as the people I've had, come at me.
Now he's lessening her and her feelings.
No, some of these people are like way worse. And, it's so, I don't know, with stupid people, I can ignore stupid people. But with evil, it's like, I feel like it needs to be addressed more.
Well, sure.
Want people going at you.
Okay,
especially.
Hold on. There she is agreeing again. If you guys need to hear it again, tell me. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to play it again. They're just talking about food. All right, I'll play the next one. This is just about ways that he treats. Now, I caught this one night. This is disgusting. Okay, so if you want to hear a pig man say something really disgusting, stay. But if not, click off for a minute and then come back. Because this is really nasty, gross, disgusting.
What?
Well, sure.
Want people going at you,
Hold
especially someone that you slept with, whose dick you sucked, then maybe shut the fuck up about that dude, or else he's going to pour another load down your throat.
Ew, did you guys hear that? I'll play it again. What a classy man he is.
Yeah.
And especially someone that you slept with, whose dick you sucked, then maybe shut the fuck up about that dude, or else he's going to pour another load down your throat.
Yeah, that's what you say with Amber. Good for you. Wait till he talks about you like that. He's going to shove another load down your throat. How you like them apples? Sicko.
I hope that you've understood me loud and clear, Tiff. Have a good night. And you know what I'm going to do with my platform, AJ? I'm gonna.
Okay, so here he is talking about wanting to take AJ down. Okay, and this is going to lead. These are clips. I was going to make a video, but I just thought I'd address them here. Yeah, that's disgusting, huh? That is a man that has zero respect for any woman to speak that way.
And you know what I'm going to do with my platform, AJ? I'm gonna make everyone flag your shit for bullying and harassment, which I'm totally in my rights to do. So
he's in his rights to do that, right? But when people did it to him, it was wrong, and it wasn't true, and they did it falsely. Blah blah blah.
Keep it going, bitch.
Well, she's breaking terms of service.
What? There's Amber. She's breaking terms of service.
She's put that on me.
So I was literally silenced on the platform, one of the biggest channels in this community. Okay.
Okay, so now here's Lycan saying he was one of the biggest channels in the community. Let's just listen.
You people should be worried about that. That someone has the ability to snuff out all my channels in one fucking fell swoop. Okay, that's what you.
Tiffany, you got so much fucking power, girl. Bring me a couple thousand subs, right? So he's over here saying one person snuffed my channels all in one scoop.
Be focusing on not all this other shit like being offended that someone brought up someone's tragic accident in a fucking live stream or whatever. Like that's seriously you're gonna focus on.
And then he's lessening that accident by saying that's potatoes. There's something. Oh my god, I can't.
Small potatoes. They did go down, Cassie. They're gone forever. And it's because
now here's another clip of him saying that his channels were down.
Tiffany and Scotty and probably Granny.
And
other or whatever. Like that's seriously.
No, he's saying that the reason his channels are down from Tiffany, Granny, and Scotty.
Because on that small potatoes. They did go down, Cassie. They're gone forever. And it's because of Tiffany and Scotty and probably Granny and other whores over there who couldn't stand to see me.
And other whores over there that couldn't stand me to whatever he's gonna say. Other whores. That's what he thinks of women. Talks about sucking his dick and shooting a load down their neck and gross. This guy's got some very nice class.
Please subscribe to the new channel, which is pinned. And also consider a donation to a humble. This channel is going to stay up regardless of whatever these people.
Now here he is contradicting about his channels.
This channel is going to stay up regardless of whatever these people try to report out here. I feel like I found a good way of getting past the
This was like 6 channels ago, mind you.
This censors or whatever they're trying to hold against me on here. So.
All right, so there's that.
What I'm doing now.
I'm done with that. I just thought we needed a little bit of a reminder of his nastiness because he's beyond and he doesn't like women. I've come to realize that. He doesn't like women. Come on. He doesn't like women. You think he likes these older women that he sits and they have boring chats and they're boring? Do you know it probably pains him to sit and act like he likes people when he doesn't. He has his own agenda. Now a channel did go down yesterday. So did Amber's. Now when I posted that information, someone had said that he's live right now. Well, the channel I was speaking of wasn't the wolf one. So, yeah, that one remains for now. But, yeah. So, in Tiffany, it's like, come on, people. Not Tiffany. I'm sorry, Amber. I'm looking at your name. Amber just keeps coming back talking shit. It's like, do these people not learn that your channels were taken down and you keep bringing attention to them by the way you're speaking? They don't learn. Insanity is doing the same fucking thing and expecting different results. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Anyway. Tiffany, you want to come up? As long as you don't talk about that other subject, I would love for you to come up. Yeah.
Yes.
He must
skip that subject.
He must, Cheryl. He must. And that's not the way to deal with it, is to put it out to the world. Creates a podcast channel and says they'll be different. Right? Yeah, for how long? No talking shit on people, etc. Last one episode can't help. Yeah, there's no way in hell that either one of them, because she's slowly but surely changing into him. Like, she's getting nastier and nastier and nastier. Plus, the grandioseness of her is getting more and more and more.
She says she'll come up.
Okay, let me drop the link. And remind me to be quiet because I have a really
I'm going to hop down, okay?
Oh, you don't have to.
I'm going to hop down, okay, Andrea?
Okay.
Well, I got to do a couple things before our live.
Come back. Oh, okay. Well, come back so you can tell them about your live coming up, okay?
Just let everybody know that we're going live at 9:30 tonight if you want to.
But I want you to post it. Did you guys hear?
Okay.
MKB's going live on her channel. Okay, bye. She's going live on her channel in an hour.
Bye. Thank you.
Can you hear me? All right. All right, Tiffany, there you go, girl. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So what do you think about that Patreon? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're so funny.
I'm just kidding.
No, I know. You're smarter than that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the poor Amber, right? Poor thing.
God, that was terrible. Like, I just found those because sometimes when I hear people saying really crappy things, sometimes I'll just press record and then I forget. And another time I'll be looking and I found these things and the contradictions and the way he treats women, and it's bad. Like, ew, like that's
Well,
gross.
here's what blows my mind about it now, Andrea, is the fact, and I'm going to keep talking about this and I'm going to keep bringing attention to it as long as it keeps happening, because it happened again this morning. And they're now harassing my friend, Lenny. Amy sent him, I don't know if you've seen on my channel, but Amy sent him some, oh, here comes Teddy. I gotta hide. Amy, come on, mouth breather.
I did
Amy,
hear about that, Tiffany, and it's fucking gross. And you go ahead and tell everyone about it.
well, she sent him a couple of very menacing and derogatory messages on Messenger. I mean, these things were just rude, doesn't even cover it. It was just gross what she said to this man who she doesn't know. And then she blocked him immediately, so he couldn't even respond. And then when I posted them on my community wall, and she brought it up last night on his panel, and she says, I don't care. I don't care.
Wow.
I don't give one F. That's what she said about this. I would be so embarrassed if I was her. I mean, I would be mortified if it was outed that I spoke to a perfect stranger like that,
Right.
and then used the death of his child as a stick to beat him over the head with.
Yeah, and I'm sure she'll, keep bringing it to light. Everyone needs to bring that to light.
I'm, you know what, Andrea, I'm going to, and it might seem like I'm beating a dead horse, but the problem is that she created a fake account on Facebook today, and she contacted him again.
She's psycho. Like, she has nothing to win out of this, but she's just crazy.
Yeah, you're absolutely, spot on. Andrea, you have a really good outlet, like perception on people. Like you're very intuitive with people, and yeah, you're right. She is, and so she contacted him again, and I know it was her because it was the same verbiage, it was the same behavior. She said something along the lines of, said my full name, called me a couple choice explicitives, and threatened him again with national or worldwide media coverage of what he's doing, and said a couple of other things, and then blocked him immediately again. She did the same coward move to where she didn't even let the guy respond to this fake account she created, which has now been removed from Facebook. So
she has nothing to benefit except for she's trying to, I don't know, she's in love with who, or I don't know what. She has nothing to gain. Nothing to gain. Who goes that hard for someone to the disgusting level of that? That's sick. That poor guy. That poor guy has nothing to do with her psychoticness.
Well, I mean, none of that has anything to do with her to begin with. I mean, it's really weird. Exactly. It wasn't her channels. She doesn't even like Lycan. I mean, it's really, at this point, it's obsessively odd. I can't imagine. But, and the thing that cracks me up about it all is you've had them running around all day sad fishing like victims. Amber's already created 2 more channels. Lycan's running on the whatever that channel is called now. And like you said just a few minutes ago, They keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. This can be resolved really easily and very,
Right, I agree.
yeah, right, and very, very simply too. It's just a matter of them having to swallow their false sense of pride they have a little bit.
Exactly, and learn how to behave like adults.
That's all it is, Andrea. It's just act responsibly. Look at, if this is your livelihood and it's so important to you, why are
Exactly.
you continuing to put
Why
it
would
on
you
the line?
jeopardize? Exactly. That doesn't make sense to me at all. It's not like you're just out here shooting the shit. You're calling it your livelihood. However, your behavior's getting in the way of your income. Hello, wake up. Doesn't take
Well,
a genius to realize that.
I kind of figured it out, and I came to this conclusion last night, and I streamed pretty late last night, and I mentioned this in my stream, and I said, when they are accountable for their bad behavior, it doesn't evoke the sympathy from their subs, right? And so, but when they're victims, that
Oh,
creates a sympathetic response, and then
yeah.
that creates people who are a lot more driven to donate to them.
Wow, that's so true. That's what Granny does. I've seen that.
Hmm.
Yeah, she cries and then the money starts pouring in. What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my
It's
God.
true, right?
That's
This is
so
the
weird.
well, it's pretty cringy. It's very shameless, right? But this is the
Hmm.
formula that people have figured out over in this corner of YouTube that brings in money, and it does. It works. There's a lot of sympathetic souls out there who are willing to open
Yeah.
their wallets.
Well, look, and they're
And
willing to sell themselves and talk trashy and do things they probably wouldn't normally do just because they're under the I-
impression,
not impression. They're like hooked, like they're
uh,
it is. It's like a brainwash, like cult mentality here.
yeah, and and the thing is too with all that, Andrea, that I noticed is like, um, there's just there's people are dropping the ball in the sense that they've allowed their moral baseline to be broken as far as
Mhm.
what they would typically and probably in real life
Right,
deem
right.
acceptable, and that's a shame because the more they let that happen, the worse these types of things get. The more you encourage this horrible behavior. Look, I don't care if people like me or not, or whoever the person is. The fact of the matter is this these things are bad. They're just wrong. We wouldn't do them in person in our real lives to anybody because, the fear of the response from them would be, very big. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't say these things to people in front of my face, like they're saying to me, because I'd be afraid of being knocked out, or, just all sorts of things. It's judged. It's just trashy behavior. Now, I mean, my mouth is bad. I get mad and I cuss a lot and I say some mean things, but the level this is going to, it's just so pathetic. I'm so sick and tired of hearing Amber whine about this shit. It's like, I just want to put down, shut up.
He don't like strong women, clearly he doesn't like strong women. He likes
No.
the weak ones that are gonna sit there and go, uh-huh. Did you hear the way what I just played? How he was speaking to her? His
Yeah.
people his he's even comparing my haters or whatever people I have a fallout with are worse than yours. Like yours don't count, only mine do because mine aren't dummies. Mine aren't dumb. Yours are dumb. He's gonna fucking,
Yeah.
and she's like, okay.
Oh, you're right. Him and I used to fight about that. He used to. I swear, I'm not even joking. Because I've had a kind of a rough past with this group of people in here for many, many years now. And he'd be like, "Well, it's like nothing like I've been through." Me,
Oh God. To
and I would be like,
compare,
"Are you joking me right now? You're trying to flex on how much hate you've
right?
gotten. Like
Exactly.
this is your flex, right?" It's like, oh my God, how
Yeah,
embarrassing, dude.
child. Yes. Yes, he definitely. I mean, the grandioseness and not the failure of awareness to notice when you're what you're saying and what you're these comments and oh God, I just can't. Like, he has no class. He has no class, and that's probably why he meets people on here. How was he in person? Let me ask you this: was
Timid.
he
He's meek.
respectful?
He's
Honestly,
he's meek and meager in person.
So he was more like like he was the more submissive person in real life.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but I would just call him, I would call him meager. He's not this attitude goes out the door. It's
Oh, how interesting.
yeah, no. But then again, I'm kind of that was just my impression. I didn't, I mean, honestly, when he was out here, I did not interact with him very much. I only saw him a couple of times. So the interaction, there wasn't a whole lot of interaction I had with him, honestly. A handful of times while he was here.
But he wasn't this cocky, arrogant,
No,
secure man that he tries to act like.
no, not to this degree. No. There, he has a lot of liquid courage that goes on, and
Totally.
safety. He
Everyone
has the safety net of his condo. Nobody can get him in there. So,
yeah. Yeah.
but what Miss Shetty said, the fact of the matter is, and here's what these people they need to understand here when it comes to somebody like Lenny. They think these threats against him for something he simply didn't do. I went through the whole trusted flagger program last night, explained what they're supposed to do and the requirements. I've explained this ad nauseum at this point. It's redundant. But the bottom line is this is a person who took on Alex Jones. Okay, I mean, Alex Jones is a huge personality online with a lot of support, millions and millions of people. Okay, with a huge corporate backing, with a lot of money, and honestly, the guy is the way he acts in his business dealings, I guess you could say, is he acts like a mob boss. Alex Jones is kind of a scary guy. And they took him on and won. So if they think that these threats that they're putting on this man, this is a man who went through the most horrific thing a parent could go through, that had worldwide media attention, who's been harassed by little tools on the internet like him for a decade now. So all these threats and all these things, nobody's rattling him. He doesn't even care, right? He's just kind of like, it's just annoying because multiple people keep contacting him.
That's so terrible. That's so terrible. My God.
Lycan contacted him as well, but the messages weren't as derogatory as Amy's were. So I didn't even bother, but.
And that's what he does. He implants these ideas in these women's brains that think he cares about them, and they do the dirty work for him. He doesn't even have to tell them to do it. He just puts the suggestions out, and boom, there you go. They run off and do it on their own.
Yeah, but it's like, look, the stuff he's done to me, it's bad, but I get over things quickly. You know what I mean? Like, it was wrong and it continues to be wrong. But what's bothered me now is him going at Lenny like this and having these women go at Lenny like this. The guy has been through enough. He didn't do anything wrong or corrupt or fraudulent or illegal or litigable. That's even a word. I don't think it is. I'm just making shit up now at this point. But, it's like, look, they live in fantasy land. This is, their version of reality, which isn't very realistic. And unfortunately, they can talk all these things, but at the end of the day, the reality is you all sound like a bunch of idiots. Leave the man alone. Don't use the death of his child as a talking point to criticize him with. Like, how sick are these people? I don't know.
Well, and what's sicker is that his little minion's doing it for him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he told her to do it. I don't think he did. But that's how much she's brainwashed, to the point where she's going to reach out to, oh my God, I can't.
Well, on top of it, all these people, these hundreds of people, that's actually probably about, I'd say a solid 60 people max
Now,
that
yeah,
that watch him, that follow him around, are applauding this. Like, where have we lost our way that this is something that we encourage and applaud, that harassment of a man who's literally done nothing? The bottom line is, you guys broke the flipping rules. You're breaking them right now. You keep creating channels and you keep using them in a manner that is noticeably against terms of service.
Right.
Figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It doesn't take a genius to know that if they
No.
behaved, they might be able to stay, but they just can't. They can't get out of their. I want to say pride, but I don't think it's pride. It's more of narcissism,
Ego.
ego. Yeah, the grandiose self sense, the sense of self is just way out there where they can't
Well,
see past.
yeah, and greed, I think too, Andrea. The ego and the greed is just like off the charts. It's like,
Yes.
dude, you know. So I mean, here's the bottom line: until they figure that out, the same thing's going to keep happening. I'm not. I mean, I'm not. It's not. I don't even know who's doing this. It's not definitely not coming from me. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I think it's probably to a degree now. There's been so many channels taken down when you become, from what I've been told, red flagged in their YouTube system.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be, leave that man alone. Quit slandering his name. You have a itty bitty, teeny tiny, little minuscule reach in this entire world. They think they have this large reach. They don't. It's teeny tiny. Okay. You're wasting your breath and wasting your time. I mean, the wells are going to run dry. You know what I mean, Andrea? Like, there's only so much money these people are going to be willing to give for the same thing happening over and over again. They better come up with a new grift.
I don't know. I don't know why they think he's such a king, because I mean, yeah, no, he's not. He's not a good look on anyone. I mean, and once you get away, you see all the nasty, and there's nothing. I don't know. Yeah, see, on too much, but totally, Lavina. Yes. Me neither. I
Yeah,
feel the same way. And that's what I was saying the last time I went live is you can not like someone and maybe they have a valid point. Even him, sometimes he, maybe has a light go off in his head of some reality once in a while. But everybody has good and bad and they have valid points. And I don't know, like, it's
well,
just, that's
I,
disgusting what Amy did. And she wrote me a big ass fucking story. I didn't even read it. Like, she goes hard for him. Give me a
it's
break.
it's weird because she doesn't, according to what I've heard, she doesn't even really like him. I mean, my personal, I don't know, but all I know is that there's a theory about people in a crowd taking on the crowd psychology and how
Yeah, and
it
they're
will.
enabling him.
Mhm.
They're the reason why he continues the behavior.
And
Because
that's why you see when people break away, they have suddenly such a strong opposite reaction to him than what they did within the group, because it's so shocking. Because I went through this. It's so
yeah,
shocking when you get away to see how perverse and how bad it is. It's like it hits you like a freight train, you know?
yeah, yeah. I know. Because when you like someone, you want to look over certain things, but it comes to a point where you can't excuse it anymore. You
Yeah.
can't.
You can't ignore certain things. So, anyways, girlie, I need to hop down and get my dinner going here. We're kind of have had a late start to the day. Summer's in we're in full swing here. Everybody's sleeping in. It's like
No, same. Okay, well, have a good evening. Thank you for
okay,
coming up. I appreciate it.
thank you for having me up. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye
Bye.
bye. All right, you guys. Wow. It's very exhausting coming up here and talking. I do want to direct everyone over to MKB's Chatterbox channel. I'll post it on my community tab, or if anybody, I don't even know if I have any mods in here. I know that I gave Angela a wrench. I appreciate that. But yeah, if you guys would like to go over there, Fruit Fly, I didn't see you earlier. I'm sorry, when I talk, I don't pay as much of attention to the chat. But thank you guys, everyone, for coming. And like I said, in about 45 minutes, MKB Chatterbox will be live. I'll highlight it up here. And I'm going to go and have a drink. Not a real drink, but like water I don't drink. Because I get cotton mouth from talking. And no, I don't smoke weed. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I personally don't. So I'm going to go get some water. But you guys have a good evening. Hopefully I'll see you all over at MKB's. And I'll post it on my community tab. Everyone have a good night. Thank you. Thank you, Poison. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate everyone taking the time to come and spend your precious time with me. I really, really do. Everyone have a good evening. I'll see you around. Okay, bye.